Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Smart English Podcast. I'm Liba, and I'm very happy that you are here with us today. If you are learning English and sometimes feel nervous when someone suddenly asks you, "Tell me about yourself," then today's episode is especially for you. This is one of those simple questions that sounds easy, but when we actually have to answer it in English, our mind can suddenly become completely empty, and we may not know where to begin, what information to share, or how to organize our words naturally.
That is absolutely true, Leba, and I think many English learners have experienced that exact moment. Someone asks, "Tell me about yourself." And even if you already know a lot of English words, you may suddenly feel nervous and think, "What should I say first? Should I talk about my family? Should I talk about my education? Should I talk about my hobbies? Should I talk about my job?" The good news is that you do not need to tell your entire life story. You simply need to know how to organize a few important ideas and connect them together naturally.
Exactly, Jack. And that is what we are going to practice in today's episode. We are going to show you how to introduce yourself clearly, confidently, and naturally in English, whether you are meeting someone for the first time, joining a new class, attending a university, talking to a new friend, or even answering this question during a job interview.
And the best part is that you do not need difficult vocabulary or complicated grammar to give a good answer. In fact, using simple English with clear sentences is often much better than trying to use big words that you are not comfortable with. So while you listen to our conversation today, try to repeat some of the sentences after us. And more importantly, try to create your own answers using the same ideas.
That's right. So, wherever you are right now, take a deep breath, relax, and imagine that you are sitting with us in a real English conversation. Jack, let's start with a very simple question that every listener can practice with us today.
I'm ready, Liba. Go ahead and ask me.
Okay, Jack, here's the question. Tell me about yourself.
Well, my name is Jack. I'm someone who enjoys learning new things and meeting different people, and I'm especially interested in improving my communication skills. I enjoy working on projects, listening to podcasts, reading about interesting topics, and spending time with people who help me learn and grow. At the moment, I'm focusing on becoming a better English speaker, and one of my goals is to communicate more confidently and naturally in different situations.
Excellent, Jack. And notice how natural that answer sounded. You did not give us every detail about your life, but you gave us enough information to understand who you are, what you are interested in, what you are doing now, and what you want to achieve in the future. That is exactly the kind of answer we want our listeners to learn today.
So, if you are ready, Liba, let's help our listeners learn how to build their own answer step by step.
Jack, before we teach our listeners how to answer the question, I think it is important to understand what the question actually means. When someone says, "Tell me about yourself," especially in a new conversation or an interview, what are they really asking us to do?
That is a very important question, Liba, because many English learners misunderstand this expression. When someone says, "Tell me about yourself," they usually are not asking you to explain everything that has happened in your life from childhood until today. They are not asking you to tell them your complete family history, your favorite food, every school you have attended, or every experience you've ever had. Instead, they are giving you an opportunity to introduce yourself and share some important information that helps the other person understand who you are.
Exactly. So, listeners, when you hear the question, "Tell me about yourself," think of it as another way of saying, "Please introduce yourself and tell me a little about who you are." This small change in the way you think about the question can make answering it much easier because you no longer feel that you have to say everything.
Yes, and another important thing is that your answer should depend on the situation. For example, imagine that you are meeting a new person at a friendly social event. Your answer can be relaxed and personal. You might say, "Hi, my name is Jack. I'm from Canada. I work in marketing and I really enjoy traveling, reading, and meeting new people." That would be perfectly natural in a casual conversation.
But if you are sitting in a job interview, your answer should be more professional. You might say, "My name is Jack, and I recently graduated with a degree in business administration. I have a strong interest in marketing and communication, and during my studies, I worked on several projects that helped me develop my teamwork and problem solving skills. I am now looking for an opportunity where I can use these skills, gain practical experience, and continue developing professionally."
Exactly, Liba. The two answers are different because the situations are different, but the basic idea is the same. You are introducing yourself, giving useful information about your present situation, talking about your interests or skills, and sometimes explaining what you want to do in the future.
And this is something I really want our listeners to remember. You do not need to memorize one perfect answer and use it everywhere. Instead, learn how to build your answer. If you understand the structure, you can change your answer depending on who is asking the question and where you are.
That is one of the best ways to become a confident English speaker. Instead of memorizing complete conversations word for word, learn useful sentence patterns that you can change according to your own life. For example, you can learn the pattern, "I'm currently studying," and then complete it with your own information. You could say, "I'm currently studying computer science," or "I'm currently studying English," or "I'm currently studying business management."
And you can do the same thing with your work. Instead of memorizing one answer, learn the sentence pattern. I currently work as. Then you can say, "I currently work as a teacher," "I currently work as a designer," or "I currently work as a sales assistant." If you do not have a job, that is completely fine. You can simply talk about what you are studying, what you are learning, or what you are preparing for.
Absolutely. And if you are a beginner, please do not think that you need to sound like a native English speaker. Your main goal should be to communicate your ideas clearly. For example, saying, "My name is Jack. I'm from Canada. I'm a student. I enjoy reading and learning English, and I want to improve my speaking skills," is much better than becoming nervous because you are trying to create a very complicated answer.
I completely agree. Simple English can be powerful when you use it confidently. The important thing is that your answer has a clear direction. You want the listener to understand who you are without feeling confused or overwhelmed by too much unnecessary information.
And there's another useful tip. When you hear, "Tell me about yourself," take 1 or 2 seconds to think before you start speaking. You do not have to answer immediately. A short pause can actually make you sound more confident because it gives you time to organize your thoughts.
That's a great point, Jack. You can even begin naturally with a sentence like, "Sure, I'd be happy to tell you a little about myself." This gives you a moment to think, and it also makes your answer sound friendly and confident.
Exactly. So, listeners, remember that "tell me about yourself" is not a request for your entire life story. It is simply an invitation to introduce yourself in a clear and organized way.
And in the next part, we are going to make this even easier. We will give you a simple structure that you can use whenever someone asks you this question, and we will show you exactly what kind of information you can include in your answer.
So stay with us because once you understand this structure, answering "tell me about yourself" will become much easier and much more natural.
Exactly. Let's move on to the 5 important things you can talk about when introducing yourself in English. Welcome back, everyone. Now that we understand what the question, "Tell me about yourself," really means, it is time to make your answer much easier. Jack, I think the biggest problem for many English learners is not that they have nothing to say. The real problem is that they have too many ideas in their mind, and they do not know which idea should come first, which information is important, and how to connect everything together.
Exactly, Liba. Sometimes you know your name, your age, your education, your job, your hobbies, your family, your goals, your experiences, and so many other things. But when someone suddenly says, "Tell me about yourself," all those ideas come into your mind at the same time. You start thinking about 5 different sentences, you become nervous, and then you may forget even the simplest English words.
That is why we want to give our listeners a very simple, 5-part structure today. You can think of these 5 points as 5 steps that help you organize your thoughts before you speak. You do not always have to use every single point, but they give you a strong foundation for creating a natural answer. The first thing is very simple: who you are. Start with a basic introduction. You can say your name and, depending on the situation, briefly mention where you are from or what you currently do.